Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Holly, ThatOhoraGirl, here to bring you expert level tips and tricks on Ohora semi-cured gel nail strips. So today is a big day because I'm finally starting my 5-brand wear test, which I have been teasing you guys for like over 3 weeks. And I'm really excited to get this kicked off and see what happens. Let's talk a little bit about the test. I have 5 brands, as I said. The 5 brands are my beloved Ohora, Zinipin, which you've seen me talk about in prior videos, UUUUU Edgeu, and Dashing Diva Glaze. Now, these are all Korean semi-cured brands. So I will link down below where you can buy all 5 brands. I actually did just discover that where I was buying the Edgeu brand from, they are no longer stocking it. So I'm gonna look into that and see if there's any other way for you to get them. If that's the one you wanna try, I will keep this updated as I find out that information, okay? So stay tuned on that. But let me talk about what I'm gonna do. So basically I'm going to put one of each 5 brands on my 5 different fingers on both hands, okay? So I'm gonna use 2 strips from each brand and I'm going to kind of mix them up so that they get varying degrees of activity and wear, and then see how they perform. Let me talk a little bit about the rules of my test. The first thing is I'm not gonna use any like accessories or aftermarket products to ease the application. You know, I'm not gonna use the acetone, I'm not gonna use the primer because some of them may not have been formulated to work with those products, and I don't want that to skew the results. So I want them to all be on the exact same playing field, which is just the strip and the top coat, okay? So that's rule number 1. And then rule number 2 is I'm gonna put the Edgeu on fingernails that I don't care about if they break. I did test out a couple of the Edgeu strips last week in my 4th of July kind of mashup set, and unfortunately I did suffer a pretty devastating break, like not even 24 hours later, on my left hand, which my index finger had a stress fracture that I was kind of nursing for weeks and weeks and weeks. And it was doing really great with Ohora and especially Zinipin, which is like super thick. And I sacrificed it to Edgeu and I was very sad. So I don't want to do that again. And I'm gonna kind of start off knowing that that is a possibility, and I don't want to sacrifice any more nails that I care about. So just to kind of give you a glimpse of like how silly this is, but I can't bear to cut the rest of them down because this is the longest my nails have ever been in my life. So yeah, that little index finger, they were all the same. The index finger took it and I don't want any more to take it. So that's my plan. I'm gonna put the Edgeu on nails that are already kind of short, or I'm not worried about them breaking because they don't have any stress fractures or splits or anything like that, okay? So I'm thinking I'm gonna do this in 2 different parts. The first part, I'm going to go over the actual brands, the packaging, how they feel, and then also the application and how they compare to each other in the application. And then I'll do a part 2 separately to document how they actually wear. So my goal is to update every day with how they look, how they're performing, how they're wearing, all compared to each other. And then at the end of the week, or maybe longer if I can bear to leave them on longer than a week, I will also do the removal and film that so that you can see how they remove and you know what's left afterwards. And then the last thing I want to add is that at this point I've already done all of my basic application prep, which is, you know, clean removal using cuticle remover to soften, press back the cuticles, trim any excess dead skin, roughed up my nails, and then the prep pen. Okay, so that's where I am right now. And I'm not filming any of the prep, I've already done it. But if you are looking for those instructions, of course, check up here for my application tutorial, which will go into more detail on those steps. Without any further ado, let's go do some nails. All right, let's get started. So first I'm gonna go through the packaging of all of these and show you the strips, okay? And then we will start putting them on. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go over the Dashing Diva Glaze. I got the color Pearl Icing C001. I don't love this box. I really don't like the fact that it stays open and it's on the bottom because that's just annoying. But it does come with a prep pad on the back, which I'm not gonna actually use for this. Let's pull it out. It comes in, of course, a black clamshell case, just like all the rest of them. And this is the color for Pearl Icing. Okay, so, you know, it's got like some kind of pearlescence to it. There's an instruction pamphlet. There is a nail file and a wood stick. Okay, next I'm gonna go over the Edgeu, which is the color is Soft Syrup Tint. Okay. So, also a clamshell case, which you would need any of them to really be, for it to be effective with blocking out the light. Oh, you know what? This actually comes in a plastic case, but I think I already took it out. So it comes in a little plastic package, which I find to be annoying. It's very, very tight, but it is sealed. And then one thing I noticed is that these strips do not have any sort of protective film over them. And see that like wrinkling kind of effect right here? They kind of almost react to the plastic that they touch. I've had this happen with some gem strips of Ohora, so I don't think that that's a great thing. It is what it is, but anyways. Okay, and then it comes with 2 prep pads, and then an Edgeu nail file and small wood stick. Okay. Next, we're gonna go through UUUU. The color is Fairy. I do love this packaging. It's super cute. I touched on this on my last video. It's a door that you open. Hopefully you don't have gel nails on because it's a little tough to get open sometimes and you don't wanna chip them. Okay, it's arrived. You open the door and inside are your strips. So, interestingly enough, I did find out since my last video that UUUUU is manufactured by Zinipin. So that is why I noticed that the packaging was so similar. They both have this like plastic protector thingy, and then the strips, the sheet, the plastic film, the protective film is the same, basically. I mean, the sizing is a little different, but so I should probably say this one comes with 34, also comes with 34. This one comes with 32. This one comes with the nail file and the wood stick, but no prep pad with the UUUU. Fairy is very pretty. It's got this glittery pink to white ombre. This is gonna be like an accent nail for me. Let's do the Zinipin next. So Zinipin, this is color CA00072 that I decided to go with. And these are the colors. And this comes with these, same thing as UUUU, the plastic protector, and then it comes with this really nice instructional pamphlet, instructions in English and all these other languages, 2 prep pads, nail file, and wood stick. And the packaging is nice and compact, which I do like about this. Zinipin comes with 2 sheets of 12 stickers each, and the sizes are the same. Okay, and then finally for Ohora, we're gonna do the color N Milk Rose ND173. Most of you already probably know this because that's how you found me, because I am that Ohora girl. However, this is the packaging and the strips for Ohora. And then Ohora comes with 2 prep pads. And then in here you have a nail file and a wood stick. So the only ones that actually had instruction pamphlets on the inside were Zinipin and Dashing Diva. And the instructions are in English on both of those. The rest of them don't have it, so you gotta go find it, okay? So there's our 5 sets, all right? So let's get started. Okay, so first, let's start with our prep pad. As always, you do both the nails and the fingertips. So let's see, this nail has some damage, this nail has some damage, and those are my longest nails and I do not want those to break. So I'm gonna put the strongest one. So I'm gonna put the thickest, which I think is going to be Zinipin and UUUUU. I'm gonna put on these 2. So maybe we'll do Zinipin, these look like they're the same, UUUUU, and then we'll do, this is kind of thin. This is the thinnest. So we'll do Edgeu on the index finger. This one's kind of long. So I think we'll do Milk Rose on the thumb and Dashing Diva on the pinky. Yeah, because I definitely don't want that thumb to break. So let's do the thumb first. So with Ohora, I'm gonna use this size. I do think I need to stretch it slightly. And actually all of these, I'm gonna stretch one and then see how it works. Leave a tiny bit of space. Okay. Okay, it's definitely going on nicely. Smooth out those wrinkles. Of course, we know Ohora stretches nicely, and that's some pretty good coverage there. I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clip right away. And I like to actually round my schoolable edges when I trim them. Okay, so next for the Edgeu. That's probably good. This is the one I'm gonna use. So just out of curiosity, I'm gonna go ahead and try to stretch this one and see how it works. Okay, so it's definitely stretching nicely. You know what, actually, maybe let's use this one. So this is definitely the thinnest of all the stickers. Okay, I mean, it went on easily enough. Let's go ahead and trim that guy. My nubbin nail. Sad nubbin nail. So I'm actually not gonna use this one because I already did it. I do notice like a kind of like wrinkle here when I brush it down on the side, and I don't like that. This is, I think, what happens with thinner stickers. You get wrinkling more easily, so I don't love that, but I'm not sure. Maybe top coat will fix it. All right, so then for the middle on this one, I think I'm gonna go with this one right here. One trick I've learned with the Zinipin is that you can pull this back, but not take it off all the way. Okay, and I'm supposed to be testing the stretch on these, but I already know this is the size that I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna test a different one for you guys, okay? I just pulled that back off pretty easily. Didn't really give me any trouble. A little bit of room. I know they're very, very deeply curved, so I just really gotta make sure that I tuck everything. That fits pretty nicely right there. So I'm actually not stretching for the actual application. All right, so I think I'm gonna stretch one of these little pinkies just to see how much stretch we can get on it. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely stretching. It is kind of shrinking, I feel like, a little bit though. Not quite as much as I stretched it initially, which is interesting. But yeah, usually I use this size for my pinkies, and I just basically made this one fit for it. So I was able to stretch it. Okay, well, that's good to know. So next is the UUUUU. I'm gonna do this one. Okay, so they're not quite as thick as Zinipin, but they're pretty darn close. They're also very sticky. I'm not gonna stretch this one. Leave a tiny bit of space. It feels a little stiff, interestingly, but okay, now I do have to stretch it. So we're testing that. Okay, I just stretched it right on the nail. Seems to have worked fine. Okay, but now this side is not. Needs to be stretched a little bit more. I just totally jack this up. Doesn't look very good. Maybe just because it's like more opaque. Yeah, I don't like the size of this one. I'm gonna go with the bigger size. Okay, stretching on the nail did not work for the UUUUU, unfortunately. But again, this is only my first time using UUUUU. I have no prior experience with it whatsoever. So maybe there's an easier, better way to stretch it, and just on the nail is not like the best thing to do. I'm gonna make this a little bit closer actually, because this one, you're supposed to be able to, because of the U curve. Nope, that one doesn't fit either, darn it. Okay, well, we're making it work. Not my best, all right? Okay, and then last but not least, let's do the Dashing Diva on this one. Now, my prior experience, I tested 2 fingers. Dashing Diva did not stretch. It doesn't want to stretch, so I'm not gonna even try to stretch it. But I think that's probably a good fit right there. So I'm gonna go with this one here. And also I've learned I cannot apply it with the sticker, the protector thingy on it. I just can't do it. I'm not good at it. Okay, so we're not even gonna. Down to the corner and up. This is, actually, this might rival Edgeu for thickness. Oh, I hope I don't regret this with this pinky nail. I think this ended up being a smidgen too big, too wide. It doesn't look good at all. It's not gonna stick. Nope, that's not gonna work. So I guess I've gotta go with this one. okay, but I didn't really do like a super great job. Although right there, it just kind of felt a little stretchy for sure, but yeah, whatever. So there's our 5 from the first batch. Okay, so now I'm gonna press these guys down. As a reminder, this is the Ohora. This is the Edgeu. It's pretty good actually. Okay, here's the Zinipin. One of the things I've learned about the Zinipin is that you really want to press down these front corners right before you cure. So I will do that again one more time just because they're so thick that they will ride up a little bit. Okay, so this one is the UUUUU. And the Dashing Diva. The Dashing Diva has like a weird wrinkle, which I don't like that. I don't know how to fix it at this point. We have to live with it. This one also has a little wrinkle. The thinner ones have wrinkles, guys. So I guess it is what it is. To be expected for thinner stickers. This is pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna go cure these 2 times under the bigger lamp and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I've cured 2 times. For my lamp, that's 2 times 120 seconds, so a total of 4 minutes. And I will say my first impressions are that the Ohora is pretty hard. The Edgeu could be harder. The Zinipin is rock hard. I mean, rock hard. But the sides stayed down, which is good. Well, the UUUUU lifted a smidgen right here on the corner. I should have probably pressed it down extra well to be like the Zinipin. That's annoying. And then the Dashing Diva, it actually feels like it cured pretty hard. I mean, so I'd say least hard, probably Dashing Diva and Ohora are tied, then UUUUU, and then Zinipin. All right, so I'm gonna file these guys with my nano glass file. Okay, I will say I feel like this one looks rougher than the Ohora after filing. Okay, just observation. No bueno. No bueno on the side right there. Okay, so there we go. They're all on, they're all filed, and now I'm gonna do the top coat. Just so that we're clear, I'm using the Ohora Pro Glossy top coat. This is my favorite top coat. Because I'm not doing the acetone trick on this, I really tried to leave a tiny bit of space and then top coat smidgen over the edge. And of course, not flood the cuticle. Okay, so those look pretty good. I'm gonna go cure this. I will be right back. So top coat is on. And I also went ahead and washed my hands and put on the cuticle oil. So, I mean, I feel like they all look decent. They all look pretty good. I feel like my favorites are probably the Ohora and the Zinipin. The UUUUU got this weird kind of like wrinkle on the side, which I'm a little surprised by because it's thicker. So I'm not totally sure how that happened, but you can kind of see it. I kind of try to file it off, but there's a little bit left there. So I'm a little disappointed in that. I feel like I didn't get like super good adhesion here on the side, and I don't know why, because I feel like I pressed it really, really well. The Dashing Diva is also, I don't know, maybe a smidgen disappointing to me. I feel like the Edgeu looks really pretty. I really like the milkiness of it, but it's definitely really thin. Okay, you guys, so to wrap this up, this is what I have learned. Both the Edgeu and Dashing Diva wrinkled on application. Next thickness is Ohora, and then next would be UUUUU in thickness, and then finally Zinipin. UUUUU wrinkled, surprisingly, and it also lifted on the corner. So, surprised. Apologize about that crying baby in the background. He is very well taken care of, I promise you. I feel like out of all of these, the ones that look the best are probably the Edgeu the Zinipin and the Ohora. I don't really like the way that the UUUUU looks. Whatever. It looks like a sticker to me. Maybe that's because it's more opaque than the rest and all the rest have like kind of a slight sheerness or milkiness to them. Even the Dashing Diva I feel like looks better than the UUUUU. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. Like I said, stay tuned for part 2 when I am planning on checking in every day to update you guys on the wear. And I'm also gonna do the hair test every day. And I'm also gonna check for lifting every day. And we'll just see how they all perform up to each other. This is how they all look, both of my hands. Okay. And then we'll do a removal and I will show you what my nails are left with. Okay, I hope you guys are as excited as I am to see how this goes. I'll do the check-ins for at least a week. If they're doing really great, I might try to push myself longer, maybe 10 days to 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes. And I'll try to get that video out as soon as I possibly can. So if you have any thoughts or questions, make sure to drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. You know, which one do you think looks the best? Which one is your favorite? If you're looking forward to part 2 of this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss it. And if you're new to Ohora or any semi-cured gel nail strips, make sure to check out my other tutorials for tips and tricks on how to get the best performance, longevity, and application out of your nail sets. So as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support and see you soon.